name is Natalie Prez, and I have an interview with the band from Athens, We Fled, on April 15th, 2013. You guys had mentioned on Facebook that this is your first ever interview. Tell me about that.
It's the first time we've all been sitting together in a living room and with all of our clothes on. No, I'm just kidding. No. But yeah, we're really excited actually. We haven't had anybody come up to us and offer to ask what's up with the band, unless they get free drinks or something.
Yeah, so actual press approach is pretty nice.
Band's just kind of been blowing up over like the last 6 months or something, so this is the first time we've been approached for somebody for an interview.
It's because we got a black person in our band.
It totally is. We have the ethnic thing now. We have more brown.
It's just diversity.
It is, but you know, it's good.
Can you all introduce yourselves and tell me what you do in the band and how long has the band been together?
I'm Jake, guitar, one of the original members here with Mike. We've been around for about 2 years, and him and I are the only original members left, but then we got Mike on vocals.
Justin on bass.
Josh, play the drums.
And everybody does some backup on vocals, so.
What type of band are you?
What type of band are we? A pretty bad one.
Yeah.
It's a pretty bad one.
Average.
It's metal.
I mean, it's kind of hard to label yourself because anybody out there will say, well, no, you're not that, and or somebody else will say, well, yeah, you are that, but
it's what our moms don't want us to play.
Basically,
yeah,
one of the cool.
Yeah, that works well.
Screaming metal music.
Yeah.
Where is the band based out of, and what's the music scene like there?
Well, we're based Phoenix, Arizona, and basically the scene's pretty good, pretty well running out here. There's still some bands, surprisingly. It started to grow a little bit more, but usually the bands that are like us, they get picked up right away, and then they're touring right away. So I guess we're next in line, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hopefully, the scene can be pretty tough though, because there are a lot of metal bands, and basically, kind of with the decline of the music industry over the past few years, most venues you don't get a guarantee. It's all about ticket sales. It's about how many people you can draw, but you don't get a lot of help in that. Some promoters are cool, and some of them aren't. So it's kind of tough for a lot of bands to stick around for an extended time because of something like that.
Yeah, it's really just kind of like Russian roulette, depending on what venue you're going to play, what promoter you're talking with, whether or not they're going to have you back, or whether or not anybody's even going to show up. So it's just a lot of self-promotion, and we do all right. We do all right.
Lately, we've had a lot of people hit us up for shows.
Yeah.
So it definitely...
It pays off. You got to put in your dues.
Once we had enough material where we could play shows like we do now, we basically play 3 to 4 shows a month right now at this rate. Yeah, it's picked up quite a bit over the last 2 years that we've been a band.
Do you think not being from a big city like Los Angeles or New York influences your sound?
I don't think it really influences our sound, mainly because in recent years it's all about with the self-promotion and the indie, and you gotta like basically prove you don't need a label before a label will look at you. So it doesn't really pay off to kind of sell out or whatever it is people want to call it. So we just play what we want, anywhere from poppy, post-hardcore kind of music to brutal death metal. Like, it doesn't really matter to us. We just play what we love to play.
There's no real reason for every song to sound like it's within the same exact sound unless you're creating a concept album for that purpose. So we really play around with a lot of songs. You know, we have songs about video games. We have songs about Ninja Turtles. We have all sorts of crazy shit.
Yeah, it really just depends on what what the day or what the practice actually comes out of. But no, as far as being influenced by any sort of particular sound from the city, I mean, heck, you can grab any local group around Phoenix and put them next to each other, and none of them sound the same. So we're pretty fortunate. We don't have a whole lot of
boundaries.
I guess boundaries, yeah.
No boundaries.
How did you guys come up with the band name?
You can take that one.
Everybody always tells me to take this one. Basically, I was the only one that liked it. Really, everybody else was. I had like a list of like 100 different band names, and pretty much all of them were scoffed at, including this one. But this one they liked more than all the other ones. And really, what it was for me is I wanted to capture something that was music for me, which is basically breaking away from the boundaries of traditionalized value to do something for yourself. So From Athens We Fled is like breaking away from religion and tradition and all the things that bind you and hold you to a certain mentality or a certain way of life that keep you from being everything you can be. And we like fat chicks. Sorry. Okay,
Nope, that totally works. Yep, definitely.
I wanted a totally logical explanation.
Totally logical
So I
explanation.
should end it at a good note.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
I think
no
that works.
problem.
I think that works.
Do you guys write your own songs, and can you discuss the songwriting process?
Yeah, we write all of our own tracks, all of our own songs, and basic writing process kind of goes along the lines of basically one of us is at work, and then all of a sudden we'll get either a text message or an email from one of the other members saying, hey, I came up with this, listen to it, and then from there, if there's any merit or value, then it just kind of gets expanded upon. Jake's typically our songwriting whore. He's the one that sends out the majority of the stuff, and we all just kind of listen to it and see where it goes.
It's basically like a numbers game. I come up with just a ton of different riff song ideas, email them out. For the people that don't play instruments, it sounds silly enough, but they'll record into their phone. Like they'll mouth the riff and then send it back, and just kind of do the hammering process. And then by the time we come back to practice, we all have kind of an idea of what we want to accomplish that day. So a lot of home recording through Reaper and other programs like that. Email it out, then come into practice.
I think it's pretty standardized song structure, of putting music together.
Putting it together, totally,
Right.
Absolutely.
Right. I mean, I always do the vocals at the very end because I want to feel the soul and the flow of the music first before I really jump in. Start playing with syllables and just kind of figure out how it goes, and then we all really collaborative. We have a collaborative effort on music and lyrics and how those go.
Yeah, it's quite nice. Nobody's really left out. It's just kind of, hey, here's a principal idea sent out by any one of us, and then it just grows and is built from there.
What are your songs about, and what specific themes do they cover?
Kind of touched on that a little bit, but I mean, there's not really any sort of main direction. It's not like we're one hardcore band trying to speak for one, party or one group of people. Like I said, we wrote a song called "One Day the Turtles Will Save Us All," and that's about the Ninja Turtles, obviously, which is like I'm obsessed with them. Apparently, everyone tells me I'm absolutely obsessed. But yeah, we have a song for that, and then we have a fan favorite, "Drop That," which is basically a song that has to do with what you're able to do when you're cornered with no more ammo and a weapon. You have just a crowbar, and it's about a video game called Half-Life. So yeah, we span a large area of what we would cover, both vocally and instrumentally.
Yeah, I mean, it really depends on the song. Like some of them are really just. The idea is centrally just based around how that one song was written. Then there's other ones like Faith and Fiction, Mellow Jello that have more of a thematic presence, such as I guess breaking out of anything, apathy. I mean, just something could be just a shitty dead end job, or just living someplace you don't want to be anymore, and just whatever we write, whatever we feel, kind of goes into it.
So to sum it up, some songs are stupid and some songs are
not. Some songs are, and some are not.
So that sums it up.
They're all pretty stupid.
Yeah, it's okay though. We get by.
Except the new one, Shine. Yeah.
Dude, nuts to that. Vanish is still better.
But yeah.
Go on.
Who produced your latest album, and what was it like working with him?
We technically didn't have a producer. We had a recording engineer, and he mixed it and mastered everything. That's Michael Beck of Sound Vision Recording Studio based in Mesa. And he did a fantastic job because he didn't try to have any kind of influence on what we were writing. He just gave little creative comments here and there, a little helpful, like that chord sounds good, but maybe this chord would sound a little bit better. He didn't try and alter our music in any kind of way. He just worked with us and what our goal was, and it was a pleasure working with him. So Michael Beck, Sound Vision Recording Studio, check him out.
Yeah, he's awesome. He's super awesome to work with. We didn't really have to worry about any sort of anxiety or anyone trying to do anything with our music. Like he said, it was really awesome. It was very open. We just got to sit back and really go over every little detail, and it wasn't super expensive for us either versus a lot of the other alternatives out there. So we were able to get really good sound. We all got instruction on how to bring a little bit better of ourselves into it. And that was all we really needed to make it a good record. So you have to check out Control Alt Kill if you.
Is there any story or concept behind the album title?
Concept behind your album.
Behind the album title.
Yeah, no, I heard the album title. I mean, really, it was actually the last basis of our band was just throwing around some funny ideas, and we just happened to like it, and we had a original rough concept of a keyboard and all the keys on them, and how it would say like Control Alt, and then we'd replace the delete key with the word kill and have blood all over it, and it just went from that concept to a whole the actual concept fleshed itself out, because then it started, the lyrics and everything now are all in MS-DOS font and everything. It's thematic. We really like it because, we wanted to have a theme for that first breakthrough.
Who did the cover art for it, and how much input did you guys all have on it?
The cover art, as far as the input, that was all of us, basically. We just came up with a general idea that...
Except for this.
Except for the including him, including the
we told him he could have no say. We're like...
He wasn't in the band yet.
No racist jokes, but you should figure it out.
But no, as far as the concept and the input for the album art, basically, we came up with the idea when we were in the studio. We were kind of joking around with our engineer, Michael Beck, we know the music's horrible and it's metal and blah, blah, blah. You probably just want to, end up doing something terrible to yourself. So we came up with the idea of having an engineer slumped over the actual control board. It's just this huge 357 mag. I got to put that prop in myself. And
you're the only one that knows what kind of gun that is. So
well, that's because it's my gun. I should know, hopefully. And... it was just kind of like an inside joke, but the more and more we thought about it, we actually did the shoot at our recording studio that we have here in Phoenix, and we were kind of looking at all the analog stuff, so that's where a lot of that MS-DOS and, all the real 8-bit looking stuff in the album artwork came from, so all that just kind of gelled together, and then we used...
Johnny Synthetic is the guy, the photographer, and the Photoshop master. And if I'm correct, he's still with Dethrone Media, which is his company. I don't know if he's come up with another company since then, but that's what he was at the time of the shoot.
Yeah, he's gone from a couple different things. He had a partner in Dethroned, and now he has Cursed Machine. But Johnny Synthetic, awesome dude. He came out and he did photos for our band. He did photos for the shoot and actually for the album. And it was really fun because, I had a really major planned out day. Everything was all in stone. And then the person who was supposed to show up to have the long metal hair and everything all dead on the board was actually not able to show up. So we ended up just using Johnny's light guy.
Yeah, we ended up using the assistant.
Yeah, they call him Lizzo. So he's the one on the album, and it was just last minute decision, but it worked out and it looked really well. So
he played a great dead guy. Played an awesome dead guy.
So yeah, Johnny Synthetic.
What are your expectations for this album?
Well,
I can't speak for anybody else, but when I put this album out, I really didn't take anything seriously. I didn't think that I'd be eventually getting an interview with somebody or have our music up on 98 KUPD, our local big rock radio station.
All the time.
Some of it's been up there, and
I know,
people always ask us, so what were you going for with the album, or what were your goals? And we're like, dude, I thought I was just going to be playing music at shitty bars forever. I didn't really have any goals, so we're just hoping that through this interview, through the radio, through word of mouth, through iTunes, through whatever, that it'll just get buzz going so that our next album people will rush and grab it.
you guys have any new music in the works or anything yet?
Tons.
Yeah, absolutely. We gotta keep the wraps on a little bit, but there's a new song that's coming out that you guys will definitely dig, and there's a couple songs that we've played at shows that people wanted us to record, so we're going to be recording a little bit more as well, and hopefully putting together a concept album for a full 10 song
10-song LP. Yeah, we actually just got out of recording a few different tracks, so there's some new stuff coming for you guys that'll be pretty tasty and pretty fun.
And if you want to get a sneak peek for anybody in the metro area of Arizona, we're playing Hard Rock Cafe May 18th. We'll be unveiling a couple new songs, have some sampler discs, finished product that we just recorded last month. So again, if you're in the Tempe, Mesa, Phoenix, Scottsdale area, come on down to the Hard Rock on May 18th and check us out.
And you gotta keep voting for us. You guys are awesome. We keep getting votes. We keep going up in the ranks. We're in the top 10 for metal on this, Ernie's Ball
Battle of the Bands
competition. So we really want to play. Obviously a very big part of a musician's dream is having that full crowd, and we really want to, be able to play Warped Tour and Mayhem and actually have all those people singing our music back to us. So definitely keep voting for us every day.
What are the upcoming plans for you guys for this year overall?
I don't know. I mean, we're halfway through the year. We've gotten a lot accomplished so far. I mean, our lineups,
She's like, yeah, I'll just let everyone know.
The only answer I know to any of these questions.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
I'm learning so much about this band. That's why the album's called Control.
Oh, that's exactly why. All right, so expectations for the year. Or what do you plan to do?
Dude, I don't even know that.
So the expectations are to play Battle of the Bands. We're competing for that right now. Battle for Mayhem, because any metal fan knows the Mayhem Festival. So we're going to be on that Battle of the Bands. We're doing
May 25th. You got to come to that.
We're doing the Ernie Ball Battle of the Bands to try and get on Warped Tour 2014. Expectation-wise, hopefully get on our first tour. We haven't gotten out of state yet, so just trying to take incremental, realistic steps here. And, so yeah.
And then we want to meet Jim Carrey.
I don't.
I do. Fuck that guy.
Will Ferrell fan.
No, dude. Will Ferrell. Jim Carrey.
No.
You ask Will Ferrell how much metal he listens to.
He's a comedic genius.
Right.
Will Ferrell or Jim Carrey?
All right, Jim Carrey. Oh, wait, we asked her. Sorry, go ahead.
No opinion. We want an answer. We want an answer. Jim Carrey or Will Ferrell?
No comment. We're cutting this part. This was terrible.
Neither, because I don't like comedy whatsoever.
What? How could you not like comedy? You know what? It's okay.
No, let's move on.
What do you hope for in 2013?
I think we kind of outlined that one in the last question.
Yeah, we just really hope to make it as big as possible, get our music out to as many people as possible, and unleash the new stuff that we've been working on with a new drummer. That's why we've been joking about it so much, because he's actually the new drummer. But it's amazing because in less than 6 months of him actually being in the band, our page likes on Facebook went 4 times the size.
All that crazy stuff.
Yeah, we have way more Twitter, more reverb plays, everything.
Except MySpace, because fuck MySpace.
Except for MySpace, we don't have MySpace.
MySpace is for Justin Timberlake.
That's right. It's okay though. You know what? Freaking that guy sells records, so maybe we need to rethink the MySpace thing.
No, that's okay.
But yeah, so basically he got to reap all the benefits. We got to do the work, so lucky him.
Yep. With Barack Obama as president, I think a lot of people were more black.
For a second there, I was like, whoa, this is actually serious.
Please, let's go into this.
Oh, man.
Well, just like any musician's dream, I would say, is they just hope to play well enough that a girl is willing to flash them, show their...
I mean, that's part of my dream.
Goal for 2013,
sure.
Get flashed.
Nice. Flash.
Okay,
you guys are doing so well, I'm going to flash
outside of the sidebar.
You know what? That's totally cool, man. Be sitting up on stage going,
all right, so what next, Natalie?
Is there anything else you would like to say or add?
Thank you guys for taking the time to listen to us and like us and vote us up so we can play the kind of shows that we do. It means a lot that other people like our music, because truly that's the only way it's going to spread, and we're going to be able to do what we want to do. So we're really grateful for it.
So just a big thanks to the fans, yeah.
Without you, we couldn't do it.